And peace, black man. It's your boy Dre. I want to welcome you back to Travel Black Man Travel. Today, we're going to be talking about how to be successful at meeting women for the Dominican Republic using Tinder. Now, you'll notice I said for the Dominican Republic and not in Dominican Republic. The reality is that most of your success in meeting beautiful women in Dominican Republic or for any country really has to do with more about your preparation in preparation for that visit than it does when you're there. Now, clearly that depends on how long you're going to be there. If it's a short-term stay, then it matters a lot more that you're prepared ahead of time. If you're there for longer than I'd say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe even 4 weeks, then you have a little bit more flexibility and you can be a little bit more patient with what you're trying to accomplish and who you're trying to meet. But generally speaking, our trips are 1 week or 2 weeks. And so ultimately, you want to make sure that you've done all the things necessary to be able to hit the ground running once you get there. I have been to the Dominican Republic over 30 times and have met over 100 women. I would say
Damn.
even closer to 150 women. And based upon that fact, I have a lot of game to give you as far as meeting women on Tinder. So pay close attention because there's some things that you want to do before you start swiping. Trust me. Let's get real for a second. Before you download Tinder or get on Tinder and start swiping, there's one important question that you need to ask yourself. Why am I on Tinder? Are you looking for something casual, just a hookup? Are you looking for someone to show you around, just to meet while you're there? Or maybe you are looking for something more long term, maybe marriage, maybe something more serious. But ultimately, you have to answer that question before you download Tinder because that's going to save you a lot of time, energy, and money.
In terms of money, we have no money.
Once you arrive in DR, Tinder can be a lot different than your experience in the States. So it's important that you have some guiding principles that govern how you operate on that app. Because if you don't, you're just going to start swiping right and having conversations that never will result into anything or may result into something that you don't want. So, one, defining your goals. Why are you swiping? All right. So first things first, why are you on Tinder? I see too many guys coming to DR thinking that they're gonna swipe right and some beautiful chica they talk to is gonna call them, text them, or hunt them down while they're there. That's just not the case. The reality is you are one of many. So before you start swiping, you gotta know what you're looking for. Are you looking for just a hookup? If you're looking for just sex, Tinder is an awesome tool, but you have to understand that the hookups in DR are transactional. Period. Are you looking for someone to hang out with while you're there? If you're looking for a friend while you're there, Tinder is an awesome tool for that as well. But this too is also a transactional relationship. You will be footing the bill for everything, as you should, and she will be likely asking you for money when you part ways. Or maybe you're thinking more long term and you're looking for wifey material. If you're looking for a girlfriend on Tinder, it's not a great place, but it could happen. I have met some great women on Tinder and still have a relationship with them to this day. Listen, your goal will shape everything about how you use Tinder. If you're just here for fun, that's one thing. But if you're looking for something serious, that's a whole different ballgame. So think about that before you start swiping. How Tinder works in the Dominican Republic. Tinder in the Dominican Republic is not just about dating. It's a mix of a dating app, a business app, and in a lot of cases, it's just a straight up hustle app. A lot of women are using Tinder for business, which can mean prostitution, OnlyFans, or it can mean just setting you up to get got. Now, I'm not saying that everybody on the app is trying to be shady. All I'm saying is that there are different dynamics going on in the Dominican Republic that you need to be aware of. And if you stay aware, you'll be less likely to be surprised. Let's talk about red flags and some of the first things you need to be careful of when swiping on Tinder. One, picture profiles. If she only has one picture and is blurry or over edited, swipe left. That's catfish central. In some cases, it's not even a woman on the other end, it's a guy setting you up for the scam. So, my general rule is she has to have more than one photo, no matter what. Seductive poses and lingeries. I know, it might seem tempting, but if she's showing a lot of skin on every pic, chances are she's advertising more than just a date. These profiles are pay for play. And if smashing and dashing is your goal, then these might be just the right profiles for you, calling you Poppy or Baby right away. Look, I like a good Poppy just like the next guy, but if she's calling you Poppy on the first interaction, she's priming you up, meaning that this is a pay for play chica. No doubt. Heavy makeup. Now, I'm not saying every woman on the app with heavy makeup is a red flag, but if she has all pictures with makeup and no natural pictures, she is a chapeadora or what they call a chappie. And this is a pay for play situation. Serious, fellas, these are the big red flags. The reality is, you're going to find plenty of beautiful women on Tinder. And if you're still curious and end up matching with them, that's just the first phase of meeting these women. The next phase is to filter them out some more. And you're going to do this by downloading WhatsApp. Pre-filter with WhatsApp, the real screening process. So you've matched with somebody and now it's time to take it off of Tinder. What do? Well, if you know anything about communicating in third world countries, or maybe you've been under a rock, you should already have the WhatsApp app on your phone. But if you don't, download it now. WhatsApp is the primary way in third world countries that they communicate. And slowly but surely, it's going to be the primary way that people talk internationally. And so make sure you download this app. It's also where the real filtering begins. Here's what you need to do: ask for more pictures and definitely, certainly ask for a video call. No video call? Move on. Do not waste your time. The money request is coming. You want to get it out early just so that you can determine if this is a person that you want to rock with. So, in your conversation, if by the second or third week she hasn't asked for your money, then she might be a keeper. If she starts to ask for money or starts complaining about not having food or a sick parent or feeding her baby, then chances are she's scamming and she's running this game on multiple men. Get out quick. This is a great way to practice your conversational Spanish. Conversational Spanish in the Dominican Republic is so clutch and will help in so many different ways, particularly with women. Learn conversational or functional Spanish. Buen dia. When you wake up in the morning and it's time for her to go. Good morning. Then you have como está. This is when you first meet her and you want to say, how are you? Next up, we have cuánto or cuesta cuánto. How much is it? You know what that's for. Next up, we have eres hermosa. Make her feel good. You are beautiful. And then when it's time for her to go, mucho gracias. Make it clear what you're expecting when you guys meet. Is this just a coffee date? Are you coming home with me? Are you spending the night? What are you doing tomorrow? Explaining to her what your plans are if they're separate from her. The clearer you are prior to you guys getting together, the easier things are in the end. Set your boundaries early to avoid any confusion or awkward situations. Now let's talk about safety. Unfortunately, some women are on Tinder to set men up for the scam or even robberies. Here are a few things to avoid getting into a bad situation. Always meet in a public place. Don't let anyone convince you to meet them at their place right away. Always meet in a public spot first, like a cafe or a restaurant. Now, I haven't always been strict with this rule and have invited a number of women to my place at first meet. Luckily, I haven't had any bad experiences, but I have had awkward situations to know that it's smarter to be safer in a public setting. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust your gut. Do not ignore that feeling. If she asks you for money before you even met, Don't even waste your time. If she asks you to come to her house or come pick her up, do not bother with her. Leave her alone. If she is driving, take an Uber. Now, some of this stuff will change over time, but in your first meeting, listen to what your boy is telling you. Now, I know this video sounds all doom and gloom, but here's the truth. There are some amazing Dominican women on Tinder. You just have to know how to find them. I have met some incredible, beautiful, nurturing women that I still have relationships to this day that I met over 7, 8 years ago. So to wrap this all up, if you're going to use Tinder in preparation for your Dominican Republic trip, 1, be clear about what you want. 2, be wary of red flags. 3, use WhatsApp and don't ignore your gut. It's going to help you avoid a lot of BS in the future. If you do this right, you're going to meet some incredible women, some beautiful women that are down for you and what you want to do. Whether it's have sex every day, go out and see the country, or maybe you're looking for that woman that becomes wifey. Now, as I said in the start of the video, this is not just about Dominican Republic. I've used this strategy in South Africa. I've used this strategy in Colombia. I've used this strategy in Puerto Rico. I've used this strategy in Kenya. I've used this strategy in Jamaica. So I've used this strategy to my benefit, and it's generally worked for me. And so don't ignore the fact that Tinder is a great tool, but you have to know how to use it. Thanks for listening to me. If you found any of this at all helpful, please help me hit that algorithm thing by pressing the like button. Also, subscribe. I got more videos coming. And leave a comment. You might agree with something that I said. You might disagree. You might have even more advice for our men out there trying to find the woman or the women that they want to spend time with when they travel. Peace.